Hi and welcome back to Gentle Yoga with Jo. Today we're going to learn together two new poses, Trikonasana or triangle pose and wide-legged halfway forward fold. So if you'd like to get yourself nice and comfortable, either in a chair like I am today or on your yoga mat, get yourself into your position. And let's start with doing some gentle warm-ups. Now before we do that, make sure you have a cushion or two for your comfort level later on, and a blanket perhaps for Shavasana at the end. And today I'm using some blocks today, so you'll see how I use those later on. Okay, so let's begin. So let's bring yourself to the front of your chair, if you happen to be on a chair, and just bring yourself up nice and tall in the seat. So we're just drawing in our bellies, and which helps elongate the spine. We have our shoulders up and back and down, keeping ourselves nice and relaxed in our seated position. Position our legs out comfortably in front of us on the chair. Create a 90-degree angle with your legs. If you want some help, have a cushion or a block under your feet to bring your leg up so that your hip and your knee is in alignment for you, what's comfortable for you. Okay, so let's set our intentions today. You can say it out loud or you can keep it in your mind. Make it a positive incentive for yourself, and yeah, let's start our class together. Okay, so on the next inhale, turn your head to the side, and this time we're going to draw a big circle with our heads. On the inhale, looking up, drawing with our nose, as it were. Exhaling on the way down, chin to chest. Back out to the side. We'll do two more of these. Inhaling as we go up. Exhaling on the way down. You might feel a few creaks and moans on the neck there. And back down. Now we're going the reverse direction, so on your next exhale, really drawing a circle there. Checking in with our breathing. How are we feeling today at the beginning of our session? Taking some nice deep inhales and nice deep exhales in the nose or the mouth. There you go. Okay, now place one hand on each shoulder, and this time we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So on the inhale, bring the shoulders, the elbows I should say, together. Bring them up and round. Inhale on the way up. Nice and slow there. Down the back. Another one up. And down. And now go in the reverse direction. Try and bring your elbows as close as possible when they meet at the top. And take them out as wide as you can at the back. There we go. And now we'll just do some gentle side bends. So if you're sitting on the chair, you might want to place your hand on the chair for support. On the inhale, rise your hand up and just come past the halfway mark there, just to give yourself a little side bend. Feel the stretch down your right hand side, keeping your buttock cheek on the chair at all times. We're not lifting off and teetering off the chair. We're just sitting nice and tall here, holding for a couple of breaths and exhaling back down. And now the other side. Inhale, rising up. Feeling the stretch. You can look straight ahead or you can just look up. Look up to the fingertips if you like. whatever works for you today in your practice. Just being very gentle with our bodies. One more time, rising up. Feeling that stretch. Back to center. Now out the other side, last one. And back to center. Okay, now we will do the Trikonasana or triangle pose together. So starting on my left hand side. So if you're in your seat, I'll show the seated version first. So have your right leg facing forward, and we're just going to turn out the left leg and point it down onto the floor there, onto your mat or onto the floor. Still keeping yourself on your seat. Try and adjust yourself accordingly so your comfort is of importance here. So your foot would be on the ground, mine's happened to be on the chair there. And we would be in this position generally if we were coming out from our warrior poses. So for the Trikonasana, we're just going to lean forward, lean our hand down and point our right hand up. Okay, so we're leaning down, a nice side stretch there, and we're creating a triangle shape with our bodies. You may choose to have your hand down here if that helps you, keeping the chest area open, or you can have your arms straight up. Again, feeling a stretch in the side of the torso here as we lean down into our leg. And if we want to look at that from the other side, because all things are even, turn to the right this time, pointing our toes down on the mat there, arms raised up, and this time leaning the other direction, leaning down as far as you are comfortable, touching your shin or having your hand towards the side of your leg like so, and your arm can either be straight up, feeling the stretch there like we did before, or you can choose to have your triangle down here. Okay, and come back to center. Now from here, I will show you the wide-legged halfway forward fold. So bring yourself to the front of the chair. Plant your feet facing forward, approximately hip width apart. No, shoulder length apart, I should say. Sorry, this is hip width. This would be shoulder length apart. So just make it comfortable for you. Draw the tummy in. Have a nice straight spine. Place your hands on your hips. Then we're going to hinge from the hips. Now, halfway is going to be here. Full way would be down to the legs. We're only coming halfway forward. So on the next exhale, just gently lean forward in the seat and just come as far as it's comfortable for you at the halfway point. For me, this is it. I have lower spine issues. Arthritis is in my lower spine. So this is as comfortable as it is for me. You can place your hands on your thighs and tuck your elbows in and just hold that position there for a few breaths. Keeping the spine nice and straight, looking straight ahead, keeping a nice straight spine there going into our head. Place the hands on the hips and bring yourself back to the center. Now I'll show another version We can also use the chair to help us with the triangle pose. Position our feet shoulder width apart and turn the left leg facing forward on our mat, keeping the back leg facing towards the side of the mat. Bring our arms up into our T shape, drawing again with the tummy in to help elongate the spine. Shoulders nice and stretched out here. And this time we're just going to move forward, tilting back the hips and moving forward, keeping a straight spine. And we're going to use the chair and we're going to raise our arms up to the side here. Now you can do it that way, or you can position your hand like so. And this would be your triangle pose, with the chair being your assistant. And without the chair, shoulder width apart, turn our foot facing forward, keeping our back foot facing to the side of the mat, arms up in the T shape, leaning forward or sideways and tilting forward. Now, this is where the trusty block comes in handy. You can place a block in front of your foot, in front of your leg here, like so. My position again. And you can lean down and touch the block, and that can be your assistance there. Or without the block, you can just go down your leg as far as you are comfortable to do so, with your arms straight up ahead. And here is your Trikonasana, or like so. Come up gently out of your pose, bend the leg if that helps you, and bring yourself back to the beginning, and not forgetting to go out the other side. So always keeping things nice and even for our bodies. And go this to the right. That way. Okay, and for the wide-legged halfway forward fold, our legs would be in the shoulder width apart, placing our hands on our hips, drawing in our belly into the spine, again helping to elongate the spine at all times. On the exhale, we're going to just hinge from the hips and just come down as comfortable it is to you, halfway. Now you can leave your hands on your hips if you like, or you can place your hands on the tops of your thighs and keep your elbows just close to the body, and just looking straight ahead, just to the floor or to your mat. Holding that position there for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, just gently, slowly come out of your posture. And you can toe and heel your feet into the center, or you can just step into the center, whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, so there you have our 2 poses for this week. And now if you would like to join me back on your chair or in a comfortable position of your choice on your mat, we'll just do some cooling down exercises now. So if you'd just like to join me in some cat-cows. So sitting again at the front of our seat, and we'll just gently rise our heads up on the inhale and tuck the chin to chest, straighten your arms and draw your tummy into your spine, and we're going to create a nice rounded spine there. So up, inhale, and exhale into our cat. A few more there. Inhale, rounding our spine, chin to chest. A few more. Last one. Okay, so now if you'd like to join me in Shavasana, you might want a blanket or you might want a pillow. It's entirely up to you, whatever you feel comfortable doing. So just lie down on your mat. And just get yourself comfortable there. Just place your legs away from each other so they're not touching, and have your arms away from your body, and have your palms facing up. And just close down the eyes and just bring yourself back to your breathing. How is your breathing going? Is it nice and calm? Or is it a little bit fast after the movements that we have just done? Remember, you can also sit comfortably in your seat. If you don't want to lie down for Shavasana, you can sit comfortably in a chair. Just make sure that the whole of the body is rested. It's good to get into the practice of Shavasana at the end of your practice. It helps to wind down the nervous system. Because you can take as long as you like to do your practice. It can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes and beyond. It's entirely your practice. You decide how long you practice for. If you're feeling any discomfort in your lower back, you might want to raise your knees, one or both knees, or you can place a cushion underneath your knees if that helps with the lower back. And just lie here as long as you like, thinking back to your intention that you sit at the beginning of the mat. And when you're ready, you can raise both your knees. Just bring your palms to your heart center and just gently lean over to your left or your right. Just sit there for a moment, just to bring the body gently awake. And when you're ready, just use your hands and your arms to help you come back up into a comfortable seat of your choice. And when you're ready, you can flutter open your eyes and thank yourself for showing up today. I'd like to thank you for turning up today. I hope you enjoyed this little wee session. Check out next week's video when we put them all together to make you a mini flow. Just a mini yoga flow that you can on other times when you've got a little bit longer to link them all together. So until next time, I'll see you again, and namaste. Thank you.